Hello, I will demo how to use VS Code to create your Camel on Spring Boot project and deploy it on OpenShift with the Camel debug activated. So let's start with creating a simple Camel file. I can pick a Java file, for instance, create a demo file, and here is my file created. I can try to launch it locally to be sure that it is to see what it is doing, and what it is doing, it is really just printing the hello camel from the ID from root 1. So now that I have my root, I can say that I want a Spring Boot project. For that, I open the command palette with Ctrl-Shift-P, Camel Spring, and I will have the camel create a Camel on Spring Boot project. Click select the default, and we will see that the project is generated using Camel Debug 2. So it is available in the same folder. We can see that the Java file has been duplicated. The camel root has been duplicated to the right place, so I can delete this one. So now that I have my camel on Spring Boot project, I might want to deploy it on OpenShift. So I'm already connected to an OpenShift instance. In this case, it is Red Hat Developer Sandbox. I click on Create Component. I choose from my local database, so from my folder. Click Next. It will propose me a dev file. It is a Spring Boot one, so we will start from that and do slight modification to have the Camel debug available. So when I created the component, what happened? It's simply created a dev file with what is needed to do debugging, or well, to do the build and so on. So here I can add the Camel debug profile that which was created by default in the folder. And there is a little things to add to is the Jolokia configuration. So for this one, I can add it here. The line is a bit more complicated, but well, it's simply picking the Jolokia agent JVM, which is downloaded with this profile, and specifying one port. And this port, I need to expose it here. So I will expose the port that I mentioned, port Jolokia. Click Save. And so now I'm ready to start my component. So I start dev. I can see that it is using audio under the hood to do it. It will take some time. During that time, I will just show you in the pom.xml, which was generated, the profile that I mentioned, the Camel debug profile, which is downloading the Jolokia Gen JVM. And yeah, that's nice for that. And also, we will create the launch configuration to connect to attach to the remote debugger. So for that, here it is. And the port will be visible here, but usually it is this one because it is the second port in the dev file that we have defined. And now I will just, okay, wait. So here is a port that was defined. And then, yeah, it is redeploying because I did some change since I click Start Dev. So we can see that we have the automatic redeployment, which is nice. I will wait for that it is finished, and then I will use the attach camel debugger. I can maybe okay, so it started. I can attach the debugger. I will open my camel root because this is what I want to debug, and I can put a breakpoint here, and we can see that it is stopping here. We can see the body is empty first, and if I go to the next step, let's go to the next step, and the body has been updated. So yeah, maybe one last little thing which is interesting. I will show that we can see the log of the application in theory. Yeah, here I can follow the log, and here we can see all the log that I had on the root. So here it is. Enjoy your debug session.